Hi guys and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new around here then welcome. I do motherhood and lifestyle videos and I've just had my second baby. Today I'm going to do a quick review on the TENS machine I used during my labour, which was kindly gifted by Baby Care TENS, so thanks to you guys. So this is the Elle TENS 2 TENS machine which they sent out to me to use. In box you get a little carry case, the TENS machine itself, the electrodes and the wires, and what I found really handy was a drug-free guide on other methods that you can use without the TENS machine. If you've been here a while, you might have watched my birth video where we did test this on everyone but myself because I completely cut out the video of when I actually use this whilst in labour. This device is pretty powerful, and I found out later on that I didn't even use the highest setting on them. So try to think what the highest setting is because the settings we used were pretty brutal. So here's the device. It's quite small and it's got a little clip on the back, so it's quite portable, you can just attach it to here, which is quite handy, but I didn't use that part of it. So I don't know if you can see, I probably can't get my camera to focus, but it's got two different modes and a little button here, and this little button is dead clever. So when you're having a contraction, press it and it'll send a higher tingle on the TENS machine to get you through that pain, and then once that contraction's gone you click it again and it's time to contraction. So it's got a contraction timer with it, which is quite handy if you're at home and you're trying to get through the pains and you wanting to time and to know when to go to hospital. It's dead handy. It's handy anyway because you know you're getting close to your time when you're looking at it, like 4 minutes apart, 3 minutes, and you're just like, it's getting closer. So there's two different settings, one's called burst 1 and one's called burst 2. Burst 1 is for the early stages of labour, so it's not as strong, like the tingling, and it's constant, so on your back it'll feel like that. That's why my hand's going like that, that's the only way I can explain it. So it's a really strong tingling feeling of like electric shocks, and that helps when you've got like the period pains before you get that massive surge when you get a contraction. And put the frequencies up on that stage, and then burst 2 is for the later stage in labour, so they're really powerful and they're quite strong. I did test this out after labour, but whilst I was in labour I only used burst 1, so that shows how strong that was, because this device actually got me from 4 centimetres to fully dilated without any pain relief. I did take it off before going to the labour room because my waters had gone, and waters mixing with electrical device just didn't mix well with me. Plus my back was super sweaty, so the ones that were placed on the top of my back were starting to slide off, even though the electrodes was really sticky. The back ones just, well, obviously all 4 was on the back, but the ones at the top were starting to slide. So that's the only con. Anyway, I took them off and then I used gas and air for the pushing part because I was pushing more on her straight away as soon as I got to labour room. But for this small little device to get me from very early starts of labour to fully dilated, I think that's really good, considering with my first I used the TENS machine for about 2 hours of labour and then I just couldn't be bothered with it no more. It just didn't do a thing. I had to have pethidine and gas and air to get through it. So I will admit I didn't get to use it for a long time because my labour was very quick, but it did the job and it did work, so I would recommend it if you wanted to try and have a drug-free labour. That's what I was aiming for, but I did only use gas and air, and there's nothing wrong with using drugs, it's just that I didn't like the feeling with my first, with feeling as high as a kite and not being with it after I was born, and it was quite nice just to have this and gas and air because I felt more in control. Anyway, this is not just good for labour, this has been really good for after birth pains. So postpartum after a second baby, I will not scare anyone, but it is worse than your first. The contractions of you going back hurts more, and it's just a little bit stronger. So if you have pains like that, then this comes in handy and it does the job. Also be used for other pains such as backache and shoulder pain as well. So the pros of the product is, the main one, it worked. I know everyone will react to this differently, but it worked for me. 2, I like how small it is. So if I was going to walk around with it, which I didn't, but if I did, it's easy to carry around, which I like, and it's super light. And I didn't think that something this small could be so powerful. 3, I like all the different settings on it. So if it did get painful, at least I would have had extra options to help me out. 4, I like how you can use it for more than just labour, if I'm honest. I have used it more for giving like the afterbirth part, which makes it seem worth its money, because £75 to a lot of people might be quite expensive for a one-time use product. But to use it for other things such as shoulder pain, period pain, all of that, I think it's worth the money. I also really liked that it came with a drug-free pain relief guide, which is not just all about labour, well, it kind of is, but it's like about labour and afterbirth and other stuff as well. So it's not just what you can use your TENS machine for, it's all your pressure points as well. It shows you where and how long to do it for, to get rid of the pain without using meds. Now the only cons I would say is that it's a picky one, but the placements of the electrodes, not too great. I know everyone's labour is differently, but for me, when the 2 at the top, where you meant to place below your bra line, were pointless, if I'm honest. I should have put all 4 at the bottom of the back, but it did the job regardless. The 2 on the bottom worked well, but yeah, that's the only thing I'd change, or maybe suggest different ways to cope with labour, just as long as they're not on your belly. And another positive is it's great entertainment, so if you are induced or your labour's taking forever and you need some entertainment, use this on your birth partners, because yeah, it'll pass time and it'll make you laugh. And I'm quite certain that me laughing as much as I did probably brought on my labour quicker, to be honest. So yeah, I think that's everything covered on the product. I'd like to say thanks again to Baby Care TENS for gifting it to me. If you're unsure on using a TENS machine in labour, I'd definitely recommend you try it before you use gas and air or peftin or anything else. It's good to get you through the first stages of labour, definitely. I will be doing a written blog post on this as well, which I'll link down below in the description, and if you haven't seen it, my birth vlog will also be linked down below as well. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe and press that bell button, and I will see you soon.